Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor, December 28th. As we come to the end of the year, we want to be prepared for an amazing year of opportunity. Remember, it's very easy to make money. The hard part is to keep it. This is my portfolio, gone from $5,000 all the way through until, that's a bit slow to come up, 288. In fact, it's 294 because I've taken some money out now to pay my taxes. So what's next? We've got a big story for you tonight. We've got the ripple effect. We've got XRP announcement for you. We've also given away $2,000 on the show in 3 days' time. And what can we expect for the end of the year? Because there will be some volatility tonight and tomorrow. You can bank on that. I've now got $300,000 in one stock. I'll tell you what that is in a moment. But what can you get for 2026? We're going to cover it all. We're going to bring you this story here, the ripple effect. And we're also going to have a deeper dive, share more sources behind the scenes with our Electrum special at the end of this event as well. So there'll be some extra deep content if you are an Electrum or above member. Right now, we're honouring all the members. There'll be a members-only Q&A shortly, and then we'll go Electrum at the end. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for an amazing year. It's been a transformative year. In fact, it's been a transformative Christmas. The channel is going through lots of upgrades and changes at the moment and hoping to bring you a better, more interactive, more engaging, more entertaining, more informative, and live more in 2026. My job, as it is for everyone, is to always grow and give those of a younger generation the opportunity to learn from our mistakes and what we've learned and got right and got wrong, and to pass it on. That's my job. That's what I believe everyone's job is as we get older in life, is to pass on what we know, share our thoughts with the younger generation, and give them a chance to grow, but also give them a chance to find their own way. So there's going to be lots of new things coming to the show, giving that opportunity to all. So stand by to discover what those things are in 2026. Before I start with our big story of the day, ripple effect, and we've got lots to share with you, lots of news to prepare for the Open, of course. The Open is in 10 minutes, 9 minutes now. We'll be live for it with the futures. Will my portfolio be up or down? I'm going to make a prediction that I'll be up. We shall see. Am I right or wrong? Well, you'll find out in a minute, and you'll find out why I've got $300,000 in one stock. Before I do that, though, we've got 276 people watching rather. Let's get 100 likes before I bring you the news. So if everyone could tap the like button, we're going to start off with our big story today from our very own newsletter, The Ripple Effect. Break this down and we'll go deeper for Electrum at the end of the live show for all the Electrum and above members. So everyone, tap the like button. Let's go. Let's put 1 minute on the clock. We've currently got watching, let's have a quick look. We've currently got watching 300. So we're going to make it 100 likes would be dead easy. So are you ready? Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1 like, refresh the screen. We're straight away up to 75, straight out of the can. 25 more to go. Consider subscribing if you are new here. Let's have a look at the subscribers. 108, 483. Let's see if we can get to 500 on tonight's show. I think we will. Big night tonight. 75, all we want is 100 in 1 minute. Counting down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do we have 100? Yes, we do. and the crowd goes wild, and we love it. Thank you very much, everybody. There we go. And we got a few more subscribers as well. Let's fade the music out, fade it down there. Thank you very much indeed. Right, let's get to our big story of the day. Thank you ever so much. Everyone who tapped the like button, 121, and subscribe. When you do, your name comes up on the screen if you are a public subscriber. Not everybody is, but if you are, it will share it on the screen, give out your name, and you'll see that roll round. Thank you very much. All right, let's get straight into our first story of the day, the ripple effect. It's a big one, this. Hope you enjoy it, from our very own newsletter. If you want the newsletter, it's the show notes to the show. You can follow along. There is the newsletter in the chat. You can see it there. I'll also pin it to the top. Let me just pin that to the top. There you go. So you can get the show notes. You get a free trial and you can try it all out. Absolutely great. Okay. So let's go straight into our news. So we're going to open up. We've got big. I told you everything would be going up. There you go. You see Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum has just jumped. Not really much, by the way, but it's moving nevertheless. XRP, that's the story, what we're going to focus on first. The ripple effect. Are we about to see Ripple explode? Well, Tom Lee reckons in 3 days, the market cap of Bitcoin is going to triple. I don't see that. I've made that quite clear that I don't see that, but no one seems to care what I think. Doesn't really matter, does it? Anyway, let's get straight into our ripple effect. Here we go. Our first story of the day. Thank you ever so much, everyone, for being here. So the ripple effect, the gavel falls, closing the 2025 forever war. What are we talking about? Let's sign the deals. We're in August 2025, 20 to 25, SEC versus Ripple. It's all over. But the forever war, what do we mean by that? Let me share with you what I mean by the SEC XRP forever war. Thank you, Paul Johnson, for becoming a member. So let's get straight into it. Looking back at the year's defining moments on XRP, nothing reshaped our world quite like the final resolution of the SEC versus Ripple saga in August. After a grueling 5-year marathon, both sides finally dropped their appeals, bringing the litigation to a permanent halt. Ripple walked away with a $125 million civil penalty for historical institutional sales. A figure that seems almost symbolic compared to the multi-billion-dollar threats once looming over the ecosystem. Most importantly, the court's 2023 ruling that XRP is not a security on public exchanges stands as the law of the land, providing a level of regulatory certainty that remains the envy of the entire industry. Our XRP big announcement tonight. There's more to come. The end of the forever war did more than just clear Ripple's balance sheet of legal fees. It removed the single biggest black swan risk for investors. For the first time since 2020, US banks and institutions have been able to integrate XRP into their payment flows without the fear of a regulatory ambush. As Brad Garlinghouse noted, when the news broke, the company has finally transitioned from fighting for its life to building the internet of value. Makes all the difference, right? Okay. This closure was the catalyst that allowed the US market to reopen for XRP, setting the stage for the massive institutional adoption and ETF filings we witnessed throughout the rest of 2025. This resolution transformed XRP from legal gamble into the only digital asset with complete judicial clarity in the United States. It's a big, big year for XRP, right? If you've just tuned in, please do tap the like button and consider subscribing. We've got lots of great news for you. There'll be a members-only Q&A coming up shortly, and then a much deeper dive for the Electrum members. If you want to become a member, there is the membership link right there. You can be part of it, and you can be part of our deep dive, live phone-in, live Q&A for the Electrum members at the end of this show. All right, so let's go into our next big story tonight. We want to share with you another big one. So, are you ready? Let me come back over to the market because we've got 2 minutes to go. Let's see what happens as we open the bell, or at least the overnight. So we're going to go into the futures. This is the futures market. It opens in 1.5 minutes. Are we going to be up or are we going to be down? All right, where are we going? Well, I've made a big play, the biggest play of all time on my show. I've now got $300,000 invested in Coca-Cola across my main account and my Roth IRA. In the main account, there's $241,000. You can see my average has dropped now to 69.83. It was 72 originally. By using lots, I've been able to lower the average to 69.83. I'm in the money at a much lower level, so I'm ready. The market opens, the futures, in 50 seconds. I've also got another 60,000 or thereabouts in my, or 45 in the Roth IRA. Just about $300,000 invested now, and I'm aiming for 1 million. Use the margin because I believe that Coca-Cola will outperform the S&P this year, or 2026. 15% plus dividends. All right, 20 seconds to go. Let's see if the market opens on the futures. So we'll come down to here and we will witness the markets opening up or down in 10 seconds. Here we go. There'll be a slight delay. Will the market open up or down? After Christmas, here we go. Remember, tax harvesting and the dump and everything else is about to occur, and the rate hikes for the yen carry trade in February. Now, I made the prediction we'd be up, we're flat, possibly up slightly. I said we'd be up. I'm right, but not much at the moment. It's hardly moved. Let's see where it goes. Give it a few more moments. While we're doing that, I'll sip my tea because, of course, the S&P is up. Coca-Cola might be up, but of course, Coca-Cola can go down because people are buying Coke with their money that they are selling Coke to buy the market, which means I buy even more on the way to 1 million. Anyway, imagine having $1 million in Coca-Cola. Pretty wild, but that's my aim. Anyway, so let's watch the future for a few more seconds. We are up slightly, 0.02. 0.04. Okay, so I was right. The market opened up. There was every reason to expect that, so that's great. I have just heard from some very, very sad news. Leah, can you just come to the curtain for a minute, please? You know Paddy April, Alex's mum? She's passed away. Yeah. So before we continue with further news, because we are a show for the Lucasades more than anything else, is Alex April... I just want to get this right. Alex April has just said in the chat they've lost their mum, Paddy April. Okay. So for everyone concerned here, can we share love for Alex April? He's lost his mum, and what a terrible time at Christmas. Paddy April was one of our members for the longest time. She loved the music. And she was a very young mother as well. I met her in person. She came to our first convention in the UK, and you're going to hear from Paddy April. She's Italian right now. I'm just bringing this up. Just 1 second. This has caught me off guard, obviously. This is a very sad evening for everybody. I'm just trying to see where I put this. Here we go. Alex, thank you for sharing this. And this is your mum. This is the way she spoke to us on the show.
Hello to everybody. I'm calling from Tuscany, near Pisa. I'm very, very happy to be here. It's very amazing. It's very funny. And to share friendship, a great channel, because you're sympathetic, because it's a great family, a pleasure, and a great emotion.
Alex, my friend, this is for you. Everybody show some love. Show some love for Patty April. You just heard from her when she first called into the show. Alex, this is for you, your family, all the Lucasades, and your mum, who I had the great pleasure to meet in Cornwall when we all met together. This is for you, our tribute to your mum. We're so sorry to hear this at Christmas time. Thank you.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. was blind, but now I see.
One of our members, original founder members, this Christmas lost their mum. Alex April lost his mum, Paddy April from Italy. Here is the moment she called into the show 4 years ago when we started this channel.
Hello to everybody. I'm calling from Tuscany, near Pisa. I'm very, very happy to be here. It's very amazing. It's very funny. And to share friendship, a great channel, because you're sympathetic, because it's a great family, a pleasure, and a great emotion.
Thank you very much, everyone who shared some thoughts there. Exactly what I said at the beginning of this show. This year, 2026, will be a transformative year for this channel. More so than ever, this channel will be locked into its members, its core, being live up to 12 hours a day. We're not here for anything more than family, support, then information. Making money is straightforward, really. It's all about community and family and being live. And this year will be transformative. As we grow older, we pass on our thoughts and our experiences, and some would call wisdom, to the younger generations, and hope they can learn something from what we have done and mistakes we've made. And life is just about sharing time together for special moments. And because of these things, you will see more live content in 26. You will see zero AI on the show when it comes to production or audio or video or any of these things. More people are going that route, and we are taking a stance here to be live more than ever and about people, about community. So thank you all for sharing that. Thank you so much indeed. Patty would now want us to carry on with our next story. Well, the market did open up as I said it would. We had the futures open up a reasonable amount. It's starting to try to break up now a little bit more. So I was right there. The futures is up. I would imagine, because there's no particularly good news, nothing good came out of Trump's speech tonight with regard to Ukraine and Russia. Nothing was achieved, really. I think it's systems as normal. So I expect to see Coca-Cola up when we open. And now for every penny it's up, it's nearly $1,000, as I have just under 300 grand invested now, on the way to 1 million. So I'm building a defensive play, preparing for what I believe will be one of the worst crashes in history that isn't that long around the corner. So on that note, let's carry on with our next story. So here we go. There will be a members only section 2 in the show, and live Q&A answering everyone's questions. And then there'll be an Electrum event as well, where we go deeper dive, sharing you behind the scenes sources. That will come up at the end. So if you'd like to become a member, or if you are a member, upgrade to that Electrum plan, you can do. And I promise my memberships will never go up in price, ever. There's no coupon codes, there's no discounts. It's always the same price, and we have no inflation. There is never a price increase from my memberships. My $2.99 membership has been $2.99 for 4 years, and it will never change, ever. So let's get straight into our story. Here we go. Special guest on the stage.
Marty donated £2 through a super chat. What an amazing and supportive family we have here.
Thank you, C. Marty. Yeah, we do. The Lucasades are in 72 countries, and that's what this channel is all about. And it just speaks volumes, and it's why over the Christmas period I put out Christmas songs on this channel to get rid of the rubbish, to prune out. We lost many subscribers over Christmas when I put those couple of Christmas songs and my tribute to Chris Rea. But what it meant was tonight we go live, 320 people, still 320 people, even though we played a personal tribute to one of our members. We've rinsed out the rubbish. And I do something that no other channels, I believe, do. I don't want to get millions of subscribers. I want to build a community. There is a big difference. So let's get into our news. Part 2. So let's go back to our XRP chart. We'll put this on the screen as I break down this part of the story. So XRP, Wall Street arrives. The 2025 XRP ETF surge. Let's break this story down for you. What are we going to have this time? Well, if 2024 was the year of Bitcoin ETFs, 2025 will be remembered as the year Wall Street finally opened the gates for XRP. Following the SEC's retreat in August, the regulatory path cleared for a wave of institutional products that once seemed impossible. Canary Capital's spot XRP ETF, XRPC, made history in November, debuting on NASDAQ with 58 million in day one trading volume, the most successful ETF launch of the year among over 900 new products. Within weeks, cumulative net inflows across the new suite of XRP funds, including offerings from Bitwise and Franklin Templeton, surged past 1.2 billion, signaling a massive structural shift in how professional capital views this asset. It was a very special year for crypto and XRP. This wave of boomer capital has done more than just boost volume. It's fundamentally changing XRP's liquidity profile. Unlike retail speculators who move in and out of positions, ETF issuers must hold the underlying asset, effectively sequestering millions of XRP from the circulating supply. By December, nearly 0.8% of the total supply was already locked in ETF custody. While the spot price has faced some year-end turbulence, trading near $1.90, the consistent streak of 20 consecutive days of inflows suggests that institutions are buying the dip. This isn't just retail hype anymore, it's the beginning of a long-term accumulation phase by global asset managers. XRP, it was your year of 2025. But what comes next? What comes next? Let's break it down. Tap the like button, everybody, and consider subscribing. That would be absolutely wonderful if you'd like to do that. Did we actually get the subscribers to go up? Let's have a little look. Let's see if we did. Down here, 486, 491. During that musical interlude of humanity, you'd normally lose subscribers. Not anymore. We've rinsed out the rubbish. I love it. I love it. Best community on YouTube. Best community on YouTube TV. Thank you ever so much, everybody who did that. That means everything to me. It's all about reading people, and we are the people. So the next part of our story, we will have members only shortly, live Q&A. So XRP, from payments to powerhouse, Ripple's M&A spree. Let's get into this. We got a giant octopus this time. What are we learning from this? Citadel, Fortress, Wall Street, Hidden Road, institutional capital flow, Ripple software. What's going on here? Let's break this down. And if you want to take part and get the show notes along with the show, the link is in the chat. It's our very own newsletter. You can follow along live during the show. Free trial for anyone who wants to try it. 2025 was the year Ripple stopped being just a payments company and started looking more like a digital age Goldman Sachs. Through a massive $2.5 billion acquisition binge, the firm snapped up key pieces of the financial plumbing. The April purchase of Hidden Road for $1.25 billion gave them a prime brokerage arm, while the $1 billion acquisition of G Treasury in October moved them directly onto corporate cash management. This expansion was capped off by a $500 million funding round from heavy hitters like Citadel and Fortress, which valued Ripple at a staggering $40 billion. It's a clear signal that the company is moving vertically, controlling every step of the institutional capital flow. XRP, this is your year. Will 2026 be even better? The strategy here is brilliant but subtle. By owning the treasury management and brokerage tools that banks already use, Ripple is effectively baking its technology into the existing financial system. Even if a bank isn't ready to hold XRP on its own balance sheet, it may soon find itself using Ripple-owned software to manage its daily liquidity. This inorganic growth suggests a future where the XRP ledger serves as the underlying rail for a vast suite of traditional financial services. It reduces Ripple's reliance on pure payment volume and creates a diversified ecosystem where XRP utility is woven into the very fabric of institutional finance. These acquisitions suggest Ripple is building a moat that goes far beyond the code. By owning the platforms that institutions use daily, they're making their ecosystem and XRP virtually impossible to ignore. Great stuff. Love it. This was seen on X. These are some thoughts which we'd like to share with you that was seen on X. This was something that Sensei posted on his X account. Now, if you click my X account here, there it is for you. If you click on my X account, you can go to my account. You can then find Sensei and talk to him directly. I don't think he does a one-on-one service there, but you can certainly follow him. If you go on to my profile, this is my profile right at the top. We're giving away $2,000 in cash, XRP, if you like, in just 3 days' time. It's completely free to enter, no purchase necessary. It's my own hard-earned money. I'll explain more of that later on. But right at the top, you will see I only follow 3 people. Myself.
I can't believe this.
I can believe it. We got a new member.
1,981 has become a member.
Thank you. We've got the members deeper dive coming up shortly and the live Q&A for all the members coming up in a few moments. Thank you, DJ Lee. So you can see there's 3 people I'm following. Myself, my musical self, Sensei and Vaz. You can follow them. You can find them there. And by simply following me, you win tickets for our giveaway. Why are we doing it? We just like to give away money because I make money investing and I like to give away prizes. Only 600 people are currently entered out of 108. Many people just think it's too many people would be in it. Nope. Only 2 people have claimed all the tickets to win $2,000. It's a free to enter competition. The link is there. I'll give everybody the link. Well, I've just given you the X. I don't need to give you any more. There's the X. You'll find it pinned to the top. It tells you all about it. Take part. It's completely free to enter. For those who don't understand it, I'll do some Q&A in a moment and explain how it all works if you want to hang around for that. So on Sensei's X account, he shared this. What a journey from SEC lawsuits to delistings. You might want to comment. He shares with you his charts, positions, buy zones, and everything else in between. So Sensei's insight, what did he think about this? Well, the surge to $3.65 was the moment XRP finally shed its zombie chain reputation, proving that price action inevitability follows legal clarity. While the year-end retrace to 185 tests patience, shattering a 7-year resistance level signals a fundamental shift into a more mature market phase. This week wasn't just a spike, it was a validation of longevity that restored XRP as a top 3 heavyweight and cleared the path for institutional confidence. Watch for this new price floor to act as a launch pad. Now the legal shackles are permanently gone. Thank you, Sensei, for your thoughts. Also, we noticed this was posted on X, which we thought was interesting of note to share with you. Brad Garlinghouse, December 17th, 1 week ago. In March, on Bloomberg TV, I predicted RLUSD would be a top 5 USD stablecoin. By end of year, when many in the industry were still asking if the world needs another stablecoin, I'll just leave this here. Big congratulations to Jack McDonald and the entire RLUSD team. There you go. I'm excited to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of RLUSD. We've gone from 0 to a top 5 USD stablecoin in record time. Here are some of the key milestones that defined the journey so far. And there's more. You can go into the newsletter, dive deeper into all of that. I'll give you the link to the newsletter. It's pinned to the top. If you want it, you can get a free trial. Sensei's thought on that were this. RLUSD isn't a competitor to XRP. It's the bridge that makes the XRP ledger indispensable for global banking. By securing a federal OCC charter and hitting a 1.3 billion market cap, Ripple has positioned the stablecoin as the gold standard for regulated. Oh, we got a new member. Oh, no, we're giving away memberships for New Year. 1970 Buckley, if you are a subscriber, if you are commenting and liking, you can win a membership right now. 1970 Buckley is giving away memberships live on the show. Remember, these are not being given away. These are being paid for by 1970 Buckley. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much indeed. All of these are going to come up on the screen now. So we also have some news here, debunked. Let's share with you the debunked nonsense that you see. This is from Jack the Rippler. The very name would suggest nonsense, but he has followers that like nonsense. Shall we read what he said? You'll become a millionaire with just 1,000 XRP because XRP is expecting to reach $1,000 sooner than you think. What utter nonsense. Many social online creators have predicted all kinds of bonkers nonsense. None of it has happened. We say XRP is worth $10. That makes sense. And what a return that would be if you bought it like we did, like I did, in fact, at 38 cents. You don't need it to go to $1,000, and the chance of that is absolutely 100% impossible. Okay. Anyway, leave a like if you hold at least 1,000 XRP. Whatever. Absolute nonsense. The claim that holding 1,000 XRP will make you a millionaire soon is mathematically impossible and a pure engagement trap. As we close out 2025, the price of XRP is sitting around $1.85. Not the $50, $100 or $1,000 that Moon Boys promised you all this year. To hit 1,000 XRP would need a 60 trillion market cap, which is more than the entire US stock market combined. whatever. This is one of the points I raised earlier. 2026 will be a transformative year for this channel. I anticipate us going to 500,000 this year and 1 million within 18 months. The reason for this is the world needs now more than ever real, live, fact-check content. And everything I do on all my social platforms, you can fact-check me with Grok and so on. It's why we hold the prestigious tick on our channel, not just the play button for 100,000 subscribers. We hold the tick. What does that mean? That means our content is genuine and authentic. And that's a big deal in this space. Not everybody who has 100,000 or even 1 million has that tick. This year, I promise you more live content and zero AI on this show. This is a classic social engineering tactic used by influencers to manufacture FOMO. They don't make money when you get rich. They make money from your clicks, ad revenue, and selling you leveraged trading or exclusive courses. While XRP has seen solid growth from institutional ETF adoption this year, targets like 1,000 are digital fairy tales designed to keep you bag holding while influencers profit from your attention. Always verify hype against basic market math. If it sounds too good to be true, you are the product. And I want to make a point here that every single day I receive emails offering $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 for me to do sponsorship for crypto firms and so on. It's a no every single time. I could sell out and take so much money out of Ferraris queuing up around the block, but I don't. I am simply an entertainer who wants to bring you the news live because more than anything else, I want to build a community. That's why we are where we are today and why I don't do it and why we have members and that's it. And the membership never goes up, including inflation, because folks, I make money from investing. I don't need to make money by selling nonsense. I don't even get paid on X or any of those things. All right. So the horizon, what's next? Monday, December the 29th, tomorrow morning. Are you ready for this? US pending home sales, the final housing demand reading of 2025, with affordability pressures remaining a primary headwind. Markets expect a modest print if the context of thin holiday volume. Any significant deviation could cause outsized moves in the real estate sensitive equities. Tuesday, December the 30th, the key event day, the FOMC meeting minutes. The week's standout macro catalyst following the Fed's December cut to 3.5 to 3.75. The minutes will be passed for divisions regarding the 2026 trajectory. Markets are currently split with a heavy lean toward a marked reduction over January. I actually think we're going to get no cuts. If we do, only one next year. That means a very difficult year for crypto, unlike what influencers, and Tom Lee is most certainly an influencer. Even though he's very smart, he's also a salesman. Wednesday, December the 31st, the day we give away $2,000 live on our show. China manufacturing a services PMI, a vital health check on Beijing stimulus effectiveness. After 8 months of manufacturing contraction, a sub-50 print here would confirm that domestic demand remains sluggish despite recent property support. Market note, most global exchanges close early, expect a skeletal liquidity, the combination of the China data. And January the 1st, New Year's Day, global market closures. All major traditional exchanges are closed. Now then, I have much more deeper dive information that I want to share, but I will do that for my members and Electrum members in a few moments. So what we're going to do now is take myself up to here and give that there. Let's look at the markets. We're going to go to Q&A in a few moments. So what we're going to do in a few moments from now, if everyone has tapped the like button and everyone has considered subscribing, have you all done that? RC3, silver hit $82. Robert Kioski says it's a bubble. Thank you for sharing that. I'm sorry I didn't read it out. I had it turned off at the time as I was reading out the news. So thank you for sharing that. And thank you for the super chat. That all goes to keeping these shows live. Without your support, we would not be able to be live. It's how we go live, super chats and members. All right. So listen, folks, in an hour and a half, the markets will open. I'm expecting to be slightly up on Coca-Cola, not a huge amount, but this is my position. I've now got 241 here and another sort of 40 odd, 45 in my Roth IRA, combined just coming up to $300,000 on my journey to 1 million of Coca-Cola. I believe this will outperform the market next year. I believe 15% plus dividends it will outperform, and I won't need to sell. Of course I will trim. Of course I will lot sell and improve my position. But it's a business I can own if I don't sell. That's the point. It makes money. And next year, with the World Cup, the new flavors, and the American celebration year, and which Coca-Cola is the #1 sponsor for, by the way, it's going to be transformative for the company. So I am absolutely 100% in. That's called buying with conviction. So first of all, then, we're going to go to members only for all members. All members. Some people are confused going, members are getting less. They're not. Whenever I increase or give more services to another level of membership, I always give more to the members in the lower levels as well. I never take anything away. I always undersell and overdeliver. Always. And my memberships don't go up in price, neither is there any inflation. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to members only. This is for all channel members in 5 minutes. We can then do a deeper dive. We can then show some more behind the scenes, and we can also do a live Q&A. And then we'll go to Electrum members and above and go even deeper, do more live Q&As and with a phone in, because there are less people, we'll be able to do even more. Widget, no, you're not a member. You have no badge after your name. You are a subscriber. If you want to become a member, there is the link. If you want to upgrade, you can. So all channel members in 5 minutes. If you now look to the top of the chat, you will see, while you're watching this, you can see a goal. I'll show you on the screen so you don't miss it. There you go. At the top of the screen, you will see a clock. When that gets to 0, automatically we'll go members only mode. That allows members then to have a more in-depth personal service and allows for more Q&A and everything else. Okay, so let me just go into my settings and make sure I've set everything up, which I will do in a second. There it is. The first thing I'm going to do is give it the upcoming playlist for the members so they can find it. That very often happens. They can't see it. They go, I can't see it. So that goes into live and it goes into upcoming members. Done. Done that. Okay. We are, whoops. Oops. I watched Independence Day over Christmas, and when Jeff Goldblum goes, oops. Less of the oops. Thought that was quite funny. Anyway, so save that. Right, we're all set. So that will automatically happen. Okie dokie. So stand by. If you are a member, you'll be automatically transported through space, and you'll be able to be part of that in just 3 minutes from now. So in the meantime, let's go through all our positions and have a little look at where we are. So Ethereum is up 0.43 at the moment. we've got Bitcoin doing nothing. Now, is it about to explode? Well, we can discuss this in further detail in a moment. Tom Lee reckons it's going to 200,000 by the end of the year. At least that's his prediction. Then he moved it and then back again and then moved it again. I want to make absolutely clear. I make my predictions and stick to them. If I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. I don't just move them, because if you're just moving them, it doesn't mean anything. You just lose credibility. Make a prediction, make your thoughts, make your investments, get it right or wrong, learn from it, and say if you got it wrong and say if you got it right. I'm not just going to make up stories because it gets views and I can promote my ETF or encourage everyone to buy what I'm buying, which is, in his case, Ethereum. XRP, is that about to explode? Well, I think it can go to $10 by the end of the year, 3 days' time. Well, anything is possible. I just don't see it. There are those that have promised it, that have paid, you've paid thousands of dollars to act as custodians for your money. They don't care. They just want to make money out of selling the dream, I guess. My position, this is my positions. I'm completely out of the S&P 500 because I think it's bracing for a pullback. So I don't want to lose the money I've made because I've had a record-breaking year. I'll show you in a moment what that is. I've also taken my money out of SGov, which is where I store my cash equivalents of 76. That was 200,000. Where's it all gone? Well, I've already said half a dozen times on this show. It's gone into Coca-Cola. There it is. 3,500 shares plus the Roth IRA. So I'm earning somewhere in the region of like $700-800 a month now on dividends alone. I don't get paid monthly, of course. I get paid quarterly, but that's how I'm doing it. Because at the end of the day, this year was a transformative year for the portfolio. It's a record-breaking year, 42% just in the S&P by buying with conviction. 72 grand in less than 12 months. I mean, I've got to protect that money, right? Because I want to get to $1 million by the end of the decade. And once I get there, I earn 100 grand a year for doing nothing. So you don't, you don't mess around. You invest wisely. So we're not looking to lose money just for a laugh or join a fan club, as some people would wish me to do. Join a fan club, be part of our army. No, I'm part of the Lucasade army. We're here to help people, not to lose people money, just to join a fan club. Right, we've got 30 seconds to go. We're about to switch over to our members only event in 20 seconds time. So if you are a member, you will be automatically taken there. If you're not, you won't. And then after some Q&A, we'll then go deeper dive behind the scenes with our Electrum members. All right. And we'll also give everyone the link as well to the big giveaway, which is free for everyone. All right. We're going to end it now. Stay right where you are in 3, 2, 1.